Welcome to Geology Forum Special Edition. And tonight's special edition is the Staten Island Slim Down. It's a little bit different than geology, but I think Staten Islanders would welcome a change once in a while. And it'll be a great show, I know it. My name is Patricia Brady. It's a live call-in show. And I would like to introduce my guests for tonight's panel. So at my left, I have Tony Aviles. I knew I was going to get that
It's all right. I told you I'd correct you.
Okay, Tony Books.
Aviles.
I got the books right. The books are straight this time. Okay.
Happy to be here.
Hi, Tony. How's everything?
Everything's great. Happy to be here.
Okay. To my right, Ralph Cefarello.
That's correct.
Ralph came in 10th place last year's tournament there, or what was it? The
Contest.
The contest. He was 10th place. Thanks, Ralph, for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Andrea Cameron. She's all the way down at the end there. And now you're at ShopRite, and what are you, a registered dietitian?
Yes.
Okay, so welcome to the show.
Thank you.
First time on the show?
First time.
Okay. First time's the best time.
Good.
Okay, we're going to start the show tonight, and Tony, he's the co-founder of Slim Down. Tony, you want to say a few words about last year first, and then we bring it all the way up to current.
Okay, well, first of all, the Slim Down is a 10-week initiative geared towards helping Staten Islanders embrace healthy lifestyle practices. And we facilitate that through the online library, live fitness events, online coaching, as well as conference calls. The great thing about the program is that it's free of charge, so anyone can sign up, and you can sign up in two ways. You can either become a participant, which means that you want to participate, get access to all the information, but you don't want to compete for the prize. Or you can sign up as a contestant. If you sign up as a contestant, you're competing for, this year, actually, the three prizes. We're giving away $1,000 for the most inspirational transformation for male. Mm-hmm. This year, we have also a female category, and then we also have $1,000 going to the top most improved returning finalists. So of the 20 finalists from last year, one of them who comes back most improved from last year will also get $1,000. And this year we have about 1,500 people registered.
1,500.
Right. There's still room for more, and we're really excited about that because last year was a big success. I mean, a lot of it having to do with my partner who's not here tonight, Dr. Maureen Becker, as well as Fredo Denton, who was the season 10 Biggest Loser runner-up, who's also a Staten Islander. So their involvement really, got people excited. And we had to kick off at the JCC a couple weeks ago. That was a huge success. We have new sponsors, ShopRite being one of them. We're coming in to really make this thing a success. We have our elected officials, most notably James Otto, who's backing the program, as well as one-on-one physical therapy, the College of Staten Island, the SIEDC, and a series of other sponsors that are helping to make the event, as successful as it's been, thus far this year.
So as compared from last year to this year, there are more people registered?
Yes, there are more people registered. We have less contestants this year, and I think it's probably because there's some people who are shy about doing their before pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Right, but because part of the contest is how we determine the winner is the comparison of the before picture to the after picture.
Yes.
And some people are really concerned about the before picture because they don't look the way they want to look during the before picture, but without the before picture, we can't compare it to the after picture.
Sure.
So if there's anyone out there who's really considering joining the contest, you have until Sunday, this coming Sunday, at midnight to get your picture in. And don't be bashful. Show a little skin, take the picture. You have the opportunity to win $1,000.
What if they block their face out a little bit?
Won't count. Nope.
No, the whole picture.
You got to be the whole thing.
Okay.
Got to be in it to win it, Pat. Got to be in it to win it.
See what he tells me? Okay, he's right, though. Okay, we have to follow the rules. So I'm going to swing over to Ralph here. Ralph, now tell me a little bit about what happened to you last year when you joined.
Okay, I started out, when I joined, I was about 320 pounds. Went to the first the beginning of it at the JCC, just to see what was going on. I really, didn't know if I was going to join, what I was going to do. And when I got there and seen how many people were there and how, I don't know, for some reason it just resonated with me that it might help me, Of course, I tried things before. A lot of, almost everybody that was involved, all the friends I made since then, they'll tell you, we tried everything. And then when we went here, it just seemed like for some reason it was going to work for me. So I gave it a shot. And I, as Tony said, put in a before picture, which I wasn't too happy about putting in either, but you had to do it. So put the before picture in, went the 10 weeks, and each week I felt stronger. I felt like I was, healthier. I knew my blood pressure and my diabetes and my cholesterol were getting lower. Of course, I would go to the doctor occasionally and see that that was happening, and it excites you after a while. You start to really feel like, hey, this is working, So I went from that to where I am today, and, I'm feeling good, and, I feel like I can help more people now at this second one, so I'm going to see what I can do.
And why are you going to be able to help more people? Just say it.
I'm going to be training at this year's
Oh, you're training.
Slim Down, yes.
Okay.
Now for a round of applause.
That's good. I just want to ask you about support also. How's the support from your family?
The support from my family was great. I have a 19-year-old son. He was one of the reasons I joined, because he would, he came in actually and seen me watching The Biggest Loser while I think I was eating a sausage sandwich or something. and he walked in and he looked at me, he goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "What? What do you mean?" He says, "You're killing yourself. What are you doing?" So he just shook his head and walked away. And it was at that point, and luckily I seen in the newspaper about the Slim Down right around the same time. And I said, you know what? He's right. I want to be there when he gets married and when he graduates college and all of those things. So I got to do something. And I went in it, and it worked. It was great,
It's the quality of life. You want to keep it at a maximum, optimum.
Well, everybody, the biggest thing about the Slim Down, a lot of people are going to say it's free. Now, it wasn't the biggest thing for me. I didn't care. If it cost me money and I knew I was going to get healthy, that would have been fine with me.
Is that you up there?
Yes, that's me.
The before and after?
Yes.
What a difference.
A little bit, huh?
Okay.
So, I just knew that once I started going there, I seen that people like Fredo every week. What are you doing? You're drinking enough water. You're doing this. You're doing that. Tony took me under his wing. Like I tell people now, Tony took me off of the couch and he made me a trainer. So, you went from here to there. I think it was a great thing. And I hope anybody who's sitting there thinking that they can't do something, get off your butt and try it.
And he didn't have to use a rope or a chain to pull you off the couch?
He could have used one, because I was kind of stuck to it,
But you managed to...
Managed to get off in a little
okay.
at a time, You start out with 2 push-ups, and when you finish, you're doing 1 arm push-ups,
Wow, that's
No, not
good.
me, I'm just saying,
Okay. Okay.
But one of the things that was interesting, too, about Ralph's transformation, which was, pretty significant. I mean, there's some people here in the audience who have really significant transformations as well, was that he went from, like, really one extreme to the next. I mean, he's wearing his Spartan race shirt, and he went from, in the beginning of the year, really, like you said, stuck to the couch, eating sausage sandwiches, watching The Biggest Loser, to completing the Spartan race, which is an 8-mile mud run with all kinds of obstacles, and he was the oldest person to complete it, that day. So that's a huge, huge accomplishment, and really that's the philosophy that the Slim Down is really all about, to say that we want to take people who find themselves feeling unable to accomplish things and build a conduit of possibility and help provide support, information, inspiration to get them where they are and beyond that.
Where is this race? Where does that take place?
It took place this year in Staten Island in Wolf's Pond Park, and I did it with Tony and a team of people. Half of them are here tonight. And, listen, if you would have told me when I was sitting there on the couch that I'm going to do a 5-mile race and then 3 weeks later I'm going to do a Spartan race that's 8.5 miles, I would have asked you what you were smoking, to be honest with you. You know, but you know, by the time it was over and I did it, it was, to me, it was the best part about it was two things. I knew at this point, you know, I can help some other people and say, you know, look what I did. And I'm nobody special. Look what I did. You can do the same thing. That was one thing. And the other thing was, you know, just to see at the end of that race, young people that had heard the guy tell me I was one of the oldest people there and all that, come up to me and go, "Hey, pal, I hope I'm like you when I'm your age."
That's inspirational.
You know, that's what more can you ask out of life than that?
Absolutely. Okay, I'm just going to go to the other side here. We have Andrea from ShopRite, a registered dietitian?
Yes.
Okay, what is your role in this program this time?
Well, I'm so excited this year to be a part of the Slim Down. As a dietitian at ShopRite, I'm offering free nutrition workshops, recipe demos, store tours, and seminars, counseling one-on-one if people need it, or as a group. So to be able to have people utilize this service and come on in and get maybe a little additional help or a little bit more of that fine tuning to take it to the next level. So there's a lot of opportunity to exercise with the Slim Down, and I'm hoping to be able to offer another opportunity to just tweak that eating habit a little bit more.
Is it for every ShopRite? Does it matter where you live on Staten Island?
No, so I'm at both the Highland Boulevard and the Richmond Avenue ShopRite, and depending on the event, I'm hosting events at both stores. So if one location is more convenient, then they can attend the event at the Richmond Avenue location or the Highland Boulevard store.
And how do you make the announcement if people are interested?
Well, it's actually listed on the Slim Down's calendar of events. So a couple of the workshops, you do need to call ahead and just sort of reserve your space. And it's also posted at the store. So if people are looking, you know, at my calendar at the store, or I do send my calendars out so that people can get them as well. So.
You talk about, everybody talks about right now, alternative eating habits and all. Would you actually talk about that when people come to see you?
Yeah, I mean, if people have some medical history where they're required to still follow a diabetic diet, as well as now worrying about, well, increasing my activity, then I would sit down with them and go over, let's say, carbohydrate counting and make sure that that's working for them throughout the process as well. Or if their goal is not just weight loss, but also to get off certain medications for cholesterol, then looking at what we can do from a nutritional perspective to increase fiber to help lower cholesterol.
Has anybody called yet, or is it just? Oh, okay.
I have people registered already for you know, the March and April seminars, and they're coming in for the recipe demos. And yeah, I've had a woman come into the store today, and she was actually telling me that her daughter couldn't make it, but she came in for her to get the information that I was giving out. So yeah, it's been well received, and I'm already seeing people who are interested.
Will you actually be cooking something, like the cooking demo? Or?
I do. I cook in the store, and then usually what I do is I offer people an opportunity to taste it. So if you've never tasted quinoa before, then you might be able to try it before you take it home and try to make it yourself. So it sometimes is a easier way to transition into a healthier option, is to taste first and then take it home and make it yourself.
That's great. And you know, it's an extra additive from last year.
Well, I tell you, the amount of things that we have going on this year are causing me to have less sleep. but you know, we're really having the opportunity to provide a lot more value, you know, to Staten Island, and companies like ShopRite coming in and providing, you know, this kind of service and having them, Andrea avail herself to them is just unbelievable. I mean. I never search for appreciation because, you know, that's not what I do it for. Sometimes I wonder why I do it, but, you know, it's really the community coming together and saying, you know, look, there's a problem on Staten Island, Pat. There is definitively it's documented, there's a problem on Staten Island. And last year at the press conference, Jimmy Otto said, The challenge with Staten Island is that Staten Island, health-wise, is its own worst enemy. Yet, if we coalesce together as a group, as a community, which we're doing, and we start to develop solutions that we can reverse these diseases through natural means. If you think about a story like Ralph or even Terry, who was the winner, these guys reversed these diseases within 10 weeks. I mean, so the physical transformation was just a small part of it, but the medical transformation was huge,
Yep.
was huge. And it's a very small window. 10 weeks is going to go by very, very quickly.
Oh, yeah, it did last year.
It did last year. And I mean, there were some people who either they got the opportunity, as I said at the kickoff, at the end of the 10 weeks, either you're going to be making excuses or you're going to be celebrating your
Oh, yeah.
victory. And for the people who want to celebrate their victories, there's like no barrier to entry. Just sign up and show up.
Ralph, do you know any friends or people that are going to be joining this year?
If all the people that I went to and told to come here show up, we're going to need another room. My wife is actually going to come this year and sign up for it. Friends of hers, friends of mine. I even called up, one of the detectives I worked with. I seen him not too long ago, and he looked like I looked when I started. And I walked over, I said, give me your card. I'm calling you next week. Well, for what? I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to call you next week. I didn't want to talk in front of all of these people that were standing there. Called him up. I said, listen, Mike, you don't look good. And I'm not telling you that to upset you. I'm telling you I want to help you. I want to get you out of what you're doing right now, because if I remember correctly, last year I seen him at the first one, and then he didn't show up again. So this year I want to get him there and get him through the 10 weeks, and I'm going to see if I can, stand by him and get him to do what he has to do, because, you want to pay it forward in a certain way, like I said, if Tony dragged me off of the couch, if I can drag someone else off of the couch and then he drags someone else off of the couch, then we did something good, as far as I know. And plus, listen, I tell all the people that I told to come, I said, I made more friends at this thing in 10 weeks than I've done in 60 years. I mean, I had friends from work and I had friends I grew up with. But I've made a lot of friends at this place, and they're all good people, and every time I'm with them, I have a good time. So why not do this? I mean, it's free. It's going to get you healthy. You're going to make friends. I mean, I don't see the downside to any of this,
There isn't. There's just motivation. You need a little bit of motivation there. And I think a lot of the times people are comfortable and they're working hard, they get home and they just want to relax, and then another day goes by.
That's what happens.
But
You're always looking at tomorrow.
But
one of the start.
One of the things that and it's kind of easy to, to accept people's excuses, but one of the things with being in the business that I'm in right now, I've really come to the conclusion of how difficult it is, especially as you start to advance in your maturity and have children. I mean, I had my son. I was 40 years old when he was born. And so up to the point in time at 37 years old, before I got married, it was all about me. All of a sudden I had this family, I had these people who were like, keep requesting stuff every day, and all of a sudden, things became difficult. So it made me a lot more sympathetic to understanding that, it's easy to assume that people are indifferent and sometimes they're lazy, but it's not all. In most cases, it's just that they have lost their sense of hope. And that's one of the reasons that when we had the kickoff and people were asking me, like, what's going to happen at the kickoff? You don't need to know what's happening. Just come. Don't worry about the rest of it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be supportive. And that's the same kind of outreach that we're saying for people right now. Don't worry about what's going to happen. Just show up. That's the most important thing. If you can get yourself there, then we have a series of people. I mean, the family that this program is growing into is so willing to outreach and assist people. So they just show up and they'll be fine.
Andrea, what do you think about nutrition? Do people have to really be motivated to get started also?
I think if people have a diet mentality, then it's going to require this enormous amount of motivation. But I think when people look at it as a lifestyle change and they realize that it can just be a few small changes, it does not have to be this complete overhaul in one night. I think then they start to realize it's doable. It doesn't, always happen very smoothly and easily, and usually when I sit down with people, we have a plan A, and they'll come back and say, well, it didn't really work as well, so we'll go to plan B. But there's always one or maybe two changes that we can make, whether it's to cut a few calories or to add a little more fiber to our diets. So I often tell people, don't let that be a barrier. Don't feel like it's going to be too much work. So I have 2 small children myself. I know, we don't have an hour to make dinner. So what can we do that's quick and easy and simple? And so when I'm at ShopRite, I'll go down the aisles with people and just say, pick this instead of this, and you'll see a change in how much fiber you're taking in, at the end of 1 week.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know what the fiber is and what form it comes in. Is what type of food it is, or is it a mix with the water? So that's very good to explain things like that.
But see, we have that type of information available through different resources, because we have resources on the website, and now also we have Andrea as a resource. So again,
That's
it's one of
great.
those things. You just show up and you can get the information that will be of assistance to you.
Ralph, did you have a hard time with the food?
Well, I went from, I'm an Italian, as you can tell.
He's Italian.
And Sundays was lasagna and meatballs and, all the good stuff, the bread and butter and yes, is it hard to just switch everything around? Of course it is, but you have to make certain changes. You don't have to, listen, am I still going to eat Italian bread? Occasionally, once in a while. I'm not going to do it like I did every day, a sandwich, a hero sandwich. I don't eat hero sandwiches anymore. Do I miss them? A little bit. But, I'm eating whole wheat bread with turkey and low-fat cheese with mustard instead of salami with provolone on a hero
With the works on it.
On it and the mayo. And,
What are the works?
Everything. That's Italian.
When I
Put
lose
it all
enough
on
weight,
it.
I'll bring you out and show you.
Oh my God. So, okay, so we've gotten into the program, and we have a very large audience back there. Would anybody like to give a testimonial? Maybe talk about last year or talk about this year. What's making you motivated to become part of this Slim Down? Oh, they're getting a little shaky. Oh, there's somebody. Okay, he's coming up.
I predicted it would be you.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Rick Catalano.
Rick. Okay, Rick, I remember you from last year, too.
Yes. Yep.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Okay, so let's talk about last year, and then we'll talk about what we're doing this year.
Okay. Last year, I was one of the 20 finalists, and I did lose a total of 30 pounds. I was also on the Spartan race team with Tony and Ralph, and that was one of the best accomplishments I think that we've made the entire year. And the reason for it was because it was no man left behind, and nobody was left behind. We ran as a team, we trained as a team, and as you could see the difference in my picture up there.
Oh, there it is. Before.
Okay, before and after. And if you take a
after.
look at the pictures, we looked at it after the season finished. Most of the before pictures, everybody was sad. But if you look at all the after pictures and the successes that took place, there's smiles on everybody's faces. And nobody really saw that until the end. But one of the biggest accomplishments was the Spartan race. I continued my accomplishments. I also became a certified trainer.
Oh.
And Tony has invited me to come back this year to be one of the trainers at the Slim Down. And I'm proud to be a part of it again.
Now, when you say trainer, do you mean as far as where the mall is and you're walking and exercising that way, or what kind of training?
Yeah, we're going to be doing some walking at the mall on Sunday mornings and Wednesday mornings. Sundays at 8 o'clock and Wednesday mornings at 8:30.
In the morning?
In the morning,
Okay,
yes.
8 a.m. on Sunday and 8:30 on a Wednesday morning.
That's correct.
And it just started
It
last
started
week.
last Sunday.
Okay.
And I'm also going to be present at the fitness surprises that do take place, and I hope to be at most of the events that are listed on the events page on the Slim Down webpage. But I will be at the fitness surprises, helping out with the different exercise routines that we're doing and participating in that as well.
So if people wanted information, they go to the events page from the Staten Island Slim Down? Is that the website?
StatenIslandSlimDown.com.
Okay, and how do you feel now? Since a whole year has passed, how's your feeling now?
Well, the winter came, you know, the holiday season came, and being from an Italian family, we do eat a lot, but, you know, I know it's time to get back to where I should be, and I'm back at the gym, working out 3 days a week there, helping out at the Slim Down events as well. And but I feel great. I feel healthy. I still feel very energetic and very happy to be out there and helping people out. I mean, last year when I came on this show, I made a promise that I would pay it forward, and this is the year I'm paying it forward right here. And I'm very proud that Tony asked me to come back this year as his trainer.
He's a good guy. He's
Very
a good
much,
guy.
Very much.
Okay, thank you, Rick. Okay, there's somebody that will be coming up again.
He's wearing nice shoes. You can't even see him.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, come right up
Miss
to the
Brady,
mic.
how are
Hi.
ya?
Fine. What is your name?
Natalie Guida?
Natalie Guida.
Yes.
Okay, Natalie. Now you were here last year also.
I was.
You're still looking great.
Thank you so much.
So what's going on?
I'm very happy to say that I'm going to participate again, and my whole life has changed in that the way I eat, the way I exercise. I too, like Ralph, have moved off the couch. I have a large group of friends. It even came over to my work because I work in law, but my company is also doing an initiative that's for health as well. So I've been appointed the wellness champion there.
Nice.
And so I'm promoting health there. And so it's become now part of my life where before this year I couldn't say that. And I wear a pedometer to see, how many
okay.
steps I'm taking. And I'm going to participate in the 10-week training and see if, I can drop some more weight. I have a goal that I want to reach. And I love all the friends that I met at Staten Island Slim Down. We still work out. A year ago, I couldn't say that. I couldn't say I had anybody to go work out with. I couldn't say that I knew how to do a plank or a push-up or a sit-up or any number of things. I learned what Zumba is. I salsa, I walk. I'd like to start running. I wanted to participate in the Spartan race with the rest of the team. There's like 7 or 8 in the audience that did. And it's been good for my family. I'm a single mom. My 16-year-old has come with me to boot camp, to Tony's boot camp, and worked out hard. And he's on a basketball team at the school. And so it's changed our lives immensely. I want to encourage people on Staten Island to come out. There are no barriers to this program. You will benefit over and over again. You can come out as a group and join as a group if you belong to a church. You can come out by yourself. You can be in the contest. You can just participate. Whatever you do, I bought this balloon today. I want to congratulate everyone who came to the program.
Oh, that's your fault.
Because this is the first day of the rest of your life.
Okay, I thank you.
Thank you.
Ralph can help you with the Zumba, too, because he's a Zumba expert.
He's
The
Ralph.
Zumba king.
He's a Zumba guy.
I'm just going to break in for a second. We have a phone call. So, caller, you're live. Staten Island Slim Down. Caller.
Hello?
Hi.
I have a quick question I wanted to ask.
Sure.
What does a person's transformation include besides just the losing the weight?
The transformation.
Um,
Okay.
Well, I can tell you what the criteria is for winning, and we're calling it the most inspirational transformation. So we take into account 2 things: the physical differential between the before and after picture, as well as everyone is requested to submit a 250-page essay, or up to 250-page essay.
Word.
Page? No. Did I say page?
Yeah.
We got a few 25-page essays, but 250-word essay. And basically, we're looking for the story. We're looking for someone who can articulate how their participation in the program really changed their life and the lives of people that they touch. So those are the two criteria. We want to be able to say, well, look, this person is someone who really embodies the slim down spirit, which is putting forth maximum amount of energy to get a maximum amount of transformation results, as well as how you can pay it forward.
Okay, I thank you.
One more quick question.
Sure.
Besides the Staten Island Slim Down event, what other programs does Tony have available if anybody wanted to, after the 10-week session, take it to another level? Is there another program he has set up that if you wanted to go on after the 10 weeks on like more of a one-on-one level, or is it just the Staten Island Slim Down?
Well, I run Staten Island Boot Camp, which occurs on the beach during the warm weather, and I have a studio that's over in Old Town that goes all year long. So we run boot camp all year long. When it's cold out, we're inside, and when it's nice out, we're out by the beach. And you can get information there at StatenIslandBootCamp.com, and you can also visit StatenIslandPersonalTraining.com to get more information about one-on-one, either working with me or some of the other trainers who are working with me as well. So StatenIslandBootCamp.com or StatenIslandPersonalTraining.com. Hope you come out.
That sounds good. Thanks a lot. You're doing a good job. And keep up the good work. Appreciate
Okay.
the time.
Thank you.
We thank you. Okay, do we have any more people that want to come up? Come on. All right, they're coming up. Okay, you just may have to lower that a little bit. That's it. Okay, what's your name?
I'm Irene Milano.
Irene
Irene
Milano.
Milano.
Okay, Irene.
And I came in third.
Oh, third.
Yes. And I'm a typical mom, very busy, have kids, and didn't think I was able to do it. But I have a lot of faith in Tony, a lot of faith in Tony. So I said, okay, I will do this. And I was very happy I did, because I think it's I had a lot of goals in mind last year that I wanted to accomplish, and the Slim Down was, made me be able to, to finish that. One of my biggest things was I wanted to do a triathlon. I always used to look at the TV, and you always see those people running, and I'm like, oh, look how cute they look running. I want to do that.
Yeah.
And I was always really good with food, and that was never my problem, but I can't get out. You don't have the time. You're family-oriented. You put them forward.
Is this you?
Yes, that's me.
Before and after?
Yes.
Okay, wow.
Yes, I tried to stay covered, but Tony wanted me to show what is possible, and it is kind of, it's hard for me to look at because of.
Well, we're looking at the after, because the after is, what a
actually-
transformation.
I didn't gain any weight. I actually slid right through the holidays through all year. I didn't gain anything at all, which was great. And my biggest goal was I wanted to do the triathlon, and I completed it.
Oh,
And that was what was the reason why I did the Slim Down. And then I did the Spartan with them as well, which was awesome. And then I did quite a few 5Ks through the year for charities.
oh,
So
nice.
so it was really nice, and I made a lot of great friends there, which is awesome. I've pulled a lot of people off the couch, which are there now, to start this year, and I'm looking forward to the season, because I think it gives you a reason to get out. Like you wouldn't normally go by yourself to the gym. I'm not a gym type, and I only go because I know everybody else is going. And it drives me to go there, because if they weren't there, I definitely would not be going. But that's what drives me. I know that I go because they're there, and they're looking forward for me being there to support them. And then we support each other, and it really is accomplished. I lost over 25 pounds last year in the 10 weeks. And I literally did everything on the program, nothing outside of that. I don't even have a gym membership.
Was it basically exercise, or was it a little of both?
I followed his exercise program, and I do his Staten Island Boot Camp as well. I did all the fitness surprises, and if I couldn't go to them because I had other responsibilities online, he has the videos of how to exercise. You could just go online, whatever time you're available, and do it. He also gives you like printouts that I printed out and shows you the exercises. There was meal plans, there's videos on how to eat properly, if to tweak things, maybe it wasn't working. I mean, the website is phenomenal. I mean, really, I think it's, especially for someone like me that's busy all day, I go on at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, that's when I have time, and I read it, and it works for me, and there's no excuse. One thing I've said to everyone is don't wait for something to start something. Just do it.
That's a good quote. Okay, I thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm telling you, it works. Okay, we have another person. Come on up. And what is your name?
Laura Rackfin.
Laura
Rackfin.
Rackfin.
And actually,
Okay,
I don't
Laura.
want to say much, but the program saved my life.
Okay.
I'm a different person than I was a year ago. I lost a total today to 132 pounds.
132 pounds.
But I got my health back. Everybody knows I have MS, and I had seizures, and I was legally blind when the program started. I only had some vision, 20% out of one eye. And today I got my driver's license back.
All
I
right.
drive. I only have 2 lesions left.
Oh, that's
So
great.
nobody can explain it.
Wow. Now, was this you before and then the after, Laura?
Yeah. During the program, I think I lost 44 pounds,
Uh-huh.
and then I continued it all summer, and I'm still on my journey.
What place did you come in at the end?
7th?
7th place. So you really accomplished a lot.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. I have so much energy, and I'm off a lot of medicines. I only take injections for the MS, and
Okay.
that's it. But I'm off the muscle, the pain medicines. I'm off all that.
Have you been going, starting the walk at the
Yes.
mall?
Yeah, I started walking Sunday mornings is a little early for me. I have
8
date night,
o'clock
and then
in
I
the
need to
morning.
sleep.
Oh.
So I go
Big what it
Wednesdays,
is.
and I have a gym membership to the Y now, and I go
Okay.
to Zumba,
Okay, that's good.
and that's it.
All righty. And encouraging words for everybody?
Oh, if I could do it, anybody can, and pay it forward. Never forget how he helped you and help others.
Okay, thank you. You know, Tony, somebody else is come on up while he's coming up. 8 o'clock in the morning, though? Wow, why can't you
Hey,
have
look,
it at 8 o'clock
look,
at night?
people come to boot camp, they show up at 5:45 on Wednesdays
Oh,
and 6 o'clock.
my God.
Get off your excuses, Pat. We're
I'm
not
a night
accepting.
person. I'm an astronomer. I'm up at night. It's no excuse.
I'm not buying it.
I thought about going to the boot camp once at 6 o'clock in the morning, then I snapped out of it.
Probably cracks the whip at that hour.
We have a great time at boot camp. Boot camp is fun.
Okay, we have another person up there, and what is your
Hi,
name?
Kevin
Hi.
Kelly.
Kevin Kelly.
Yes.
Kevin Kelly. Tell us your
My
story.
Second year.
Second year.
Tony got me off the couch last year with an invitation that I got to say, thank you very much, because that definitely changed my life. Got me moving. Like everybody here said so far, the slim down changed our lives. You know, got us. The main thing was getting everybody together. You know, when you see people like you, everybody motivating everybody. At the kickoff this year, Tony threw out beach balls, made it fun. There's no pressure. There's nobody on your back saying, this is what you got to do. You do it because you want to do it. Everybody got into what they were doing because they wanted to do it. You help the person next to you. One day Ralph didn't want to do something, we'd push him. Next day, I didn't want to do something, Ralph would push me. You have people on the same journey, starting in the same place, trying to get to the same place. And I got to say, the most amazing thing was the Spartan race. This guy was a total inspiration. Watching this guy do it, phenomenal. It was great.
Now, Kevin, is that you up there on
Yes,
the
yes.
monitor? Okay, so it's a before and after, and how much weight did you lose?
I was 235. At the end of the slim down, I lost 27 on a slim down, and then continued losing. I'm down about 65 pounds since when I started.
5.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Now, is it hard to stay the way you are, or did you go up a little? Or
No. The holidays, you know, was a challenge for everybody. I went up a little bit, but I came back from vacation January 4th and got right back on it. And you know, it's kind of a mindset now. And like Andrew was speaking, it's not that hard once you get into the eating. It's not that hard. You just bypass that cookie aisle and that snack aisle, and you know, there's other things out there. And the main thing Tony teaches is being prepared. Make meals like running out in the morning. Everything's ready. In Tupperwares, little wraps, whatever. Be prepared. Have your food ready. Tony gives you all the information. I mean, he made it simple. He puts in a lot of work, a lot of time. I thank you very much for that. Really, a lot of. He makes it simple. It can't be any easier. All the information's there. What portions to eat, how to train, how to exercise. You can't ask for anything better.
How are you feeling?
Great. Right now, I just ran today. I do Tony's boot camp 3 times a week. If you would have asked me a year ago, the accomplishments, a Spartan race, 40-mile New York City bike tour, 65-mile bike ride upstate, running, 3-4 times a week, I would have never thought I did that. Thanks again, Tony. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And Dr. Becker. Great
And
program.
Dr. Becker, okay. Thank you.
During
Yes.
the Spartan race,
Yeah.
we, like we said, we did it, we did it as a team. At one point, you had to go up this side of a mountain.
There's an embankment about
Yeah.
about 60 feet or something like that. It was a huge
and
incline.
it was
God.
mud, and you're pulling on a rope, pulling you up. So I was the last one in our team, and I'm going up the rope, but I was on the wrong side of it. So people behind me pulled it and shot me into the
Into
into the
mud?
woods.
Oh, into the-
So when I got back up and got back on the rope, it was hard to do, and everybody was at the top. And I look up and I see Kevin coming back down the hill to get me,
Give you a little
which
push.
that was awesome. I mean, you made it up there.
Yeah.
Once you're up there and you look down, you don't really want to come back down, especially on the mud. And that man came halfway down the hill to come and help me up it. So that was awesome.
I mean, I got to tell you that Spartan race was transformational for me because I love athletics. I love all aspects of it except long distance running. It is not my forte. But kind of bringing everybody along was to, as I said before, about building that conduit of possibility, was to say, well, what can we do to say that that may seem like a total impossibility, and that if we do it as a group, the energy of the group creates something that's possible for everyone. And that moment that you mentioned was cathartic because when you got stuck, I was standing there like, what in the hell are we going to do? And next thing I know, I see Kevin going down the hill. And that was unbelievable.
Which gave me more energy when I seen him
Right,
coming down. I
right.
said, if he's going to come down to help me, I got to make it.
Exactly. And then we formed a human chain to get Ralph up over the hill. And see, and that also embodies the whole slim down philosophy, which is, again, if you do something for yourself, it's okay. But when you do something for somebody else and you watch that ripple effect, that's really what living is all about. I mean, being able to contribute to other people's lives and to watch them do the same. And like I said, that was just an unbelievable moment. It was great.
Good. Everything's good. Now, when you're saying portions, though, do you recommend portions during the day if somebody should get hungry? You grab one of these little Tupperware things, maybe there's some vegetable or fruit in there?
I feel a little pressure because the RD is sitting next to me.
No.
Well, you can.
Yeah, but I mean, the recommendation based upon nutrition for fat loss is really to eat more smaller meals throughout the day, and this is a lot very much so based upon the My Plate philosophy that the government has approved. The government has approved.
Yes.
So if you see, you have a portion of carbohydrate, high quality, and a high quality starch, fibrous carbohydrate, and then lean protein, and then you space that out throughout the day, about 2.5 hours each. And then what happens is that in the beginning it becomes difficult because we're not accustomed to eating that way. But as your body starts to become more accustomed to it, some great things happen. You start to regulate your blood sugar, which helps to reduce the body fat, and also you start to regulate the portions that you're accustomed to eating during your appetite. And then you start getting more accustomed to eating healthy food. It actually almost switches the addiction portion of it.
Well, what about water and hydration?
Well, obviously, we definitely need to be drinking plenty of fluids. Non-caloric beverages. We, as Staten Island as a whole, when you look at the statistics, we consume way too much sugary beverage, and it's an easy swap. I mean, so if you like flavored something, then you can always flavor bubbly salsa water, or so getting your fluids in a way that's still enjoyable. And water-rich foods, I constantly push fruits and vegetables, not only because they're high in fiber, once again, they help us feel full and satisfied, but we're getting more water, which not only lowers the caloric value, so we're able to feel full and satisfied on not necessarily a smaller portion, but less calories. So there's, different ways to go about it. Drinking, flavored teas, whether it's warm or cold. But, really just looking at what am I drinking is definitely like number one, and getting at least 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. And
I actually just sometimes sit down and talk to people, and we plan out when they're going to drink their water. I mean, it sometimes sounds silly, or, just recommending go buy, a nice water bottle that you wouldn't mind carrying around with you. And maybe your goal by 12 o'clock is to finish the 16 ounces. So, yeah, we sometimes mistake hunger for thirst. So if we're not drinking enough, then we want to eat. So it's another way to regulate that hunger and fullness.
How about herbal teas at nighttime? Is that okay?
Yeah, if it's non-caffeinated, it shouldn't keep you up. That's absolutely a great option.
With a little lemon or some honey?
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
Doesn't hurt?
Nope, not at all.
Tonight, Pat? You gonna do that tonight?
No.
Pat's not converted yet. She's not converted.
It's at 8 o'clock
This
in the
year,
morning.
this year.
We got about 12 minutes to convert Pat here. Let's see what we can do.
I'll be there next week.
Pat's going to have herbal tea with her steak smothered in pork chops.
Oh, no steak. I don't like steak. Oh. Do we have any other people that want to come up? Okay, come on up.
Come on, Debbie.
Come on, Debbie. Okay, Debbie, you're a little tall, so you just have to push the mic up. That's it. Okay. Debbie, what's your full name?
Deborah Gilliam.
Deborah Glim.
Gilliam.
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 Gilliam, okay. From CSI. One of those criminal minds, Gilliam?
No.
I was watching that series. Okay. So tell us about yourself. Are you new or?
No, I was a contestant last year.
Okay.
I was one of the top 20 finalists.
Okay.
And thanks to Tony, when I first met him, I couldn't even do a jumper jack. I couldn't even do a plank, and I couldn't do even a mountain climber. And now, I've been working out with him for a year now. So, my hat's off to him.
Now, when you work out, do you work out at home or do you go to?
I go to the gym, and I go
gym?
to him also. Staten boot camp.
Oh, that's the boot camp?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that is.
We got to get Pat at the boot camp.
Yeah.
And I'll film it too. I'll have the camera on my head, and then we'll just go all over the place.
Huh? Oh.
So.
She want me to tell you about the story about, I think it was last Tuesday, when I had the boot camp with you first. And then when I get home, I had both elevators out, so I had to climb 8 flights of stairs with a gym bag on my back.
Okay. You're like the firemen. They carry the hoses. You have the backpack.
Yeah,
So you're saying without boot camp, you would have had to sleep outside in front?
Exactly. No, a year ago, I wouldn't be able to do that. A year ago. A lot of stuff, a year ago, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Did you do it okay this time?
Well, I climbed to like the 5th floor, then I checked my heart rate, and then kept going.
Took a little break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it kept going. And I'm still on like the my cholesterol down. It was like 220 last year, and now it's down to like 165, 170.
That's great.
And
that's good.
Blood pressure medication, I'm still on it, but I'm looking forward to getting off it completely. Yeah.
What kind of medication were?
The Norvasc and water pill.
A water pill.
Right.
Are you drinking more?
Yes.
Water.
Yes.
And it helps.
Yes, it does.
Your skin looks very clear.
Yes, it does.
Very.
Vibrant.
That's the word.
Yes.
Vibrant. Yes.
Yes.
She is shining. She's good.
And I don't use the word diet. I use it transformation.
Okay, and it's working for you, the transformation food?
Yes. Yes.
How's it been with support from your family and friends?
I got family right here. My cousin's sitting right there. I got
there they are. Okay.
A couple of them. Yeah. Yeah. The support is good. Yeah. One thing I said, like I told Tony last year, I have this thing called DDPC. It's drive, determination, perseverance, and commitment. Okay.
Good motto.
So I'm going to continue to do what I have to do until I reach my goal.
And do you go to the mall?
No, I don't go to the mall, but I do my walks on my own.
Okay.
But I don't go to the mall.
It's okay.
Because other commitments.
All righty.
Yeah.
I thank you. Thank you. That's great. Wow.
But see, Debbie said hats off to me. I say hats off to you because at the kickoff, a lot of people wanted to speak to me. So I was trying to give as much time to as many people as possible. And like sometimes people are talking to you, rolling your eyes, like, hey, this is not going to happen. I know you're asking me these questions. I don't know why you're not going to do it. But, and I'm not trying to say that's what I said when you were talking to me. But, you always want to see what the action is. And you are a classic example of someone who does the most important thing. You keep showing up. Yeah. That's it. You are the epitome of that. You get in there, you keep showing up, and you keep making it happen for you.
That's good.
And he has a good nature too. I've had some trainer horror stories, but he's the best one I ever met.
Thank you, Debbie.
He's very patient, very kind. He's willing to show you. Not all trainers are like that.
Positive,
Okay.
a positive person also.
Yeah.
Okay, I thank you.
He's a very good trainer. Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie.
Do we have any more people? Maybe one more? We have less than 5 minutes? A recap? Okay, the time is going fast. No, they're thinking. All right, if you want to come up, we have a few minutes, but while you're thinking, while you're thinking,
Tony.
TNT. Get up there,
Tony.
TNT.
TNT Dynamite?
Yeah, dynamite.
Here's a little package of dynamite.
Woo! TNT. There we go. There we go. There we go. You're going to talk right into that mic.
I was one of the trainers for last year's Slim Down, and I have to tell you, well, and a participant. I participated as well.
Talk into the mic,
Oh,
please.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. They can't hear
This has become my family. I have been so inspired. I started out something just to get some experience as a trainer. Tony helped me get certified, and he started this program, and I said, all right, I'll come down and see what it's about. I'll volunteer. It's become like such a part of my life. It's incredible. Everybody here inspires me every day. I myself have my whole life, struggled with my weight. I mean, I've been exercising for years, but every time I come and do boot camp, I do boot camp with them. It's incredible to work alongside everybody here. It's great.
Okay. I appreciate your time up, and let's give her a hand. TNT, Dynamite. Woo! Okay, we have only a few minutes left. How many minutes, Gil? 3 minutes? I just hats off to Dr. Becker, who did not make it tonight, but we're thinking about you. We always think about you. She's a great motivating force in the program, one of the other co-founders, but we'll have her, we'll get her next time. And Tony, any last words?
First of all, I want to thank you guys for being here. Please give yourselves a round of applause, the audience, for being here. I mean, this makes it all possible. I mean, I tell this story repeatedly that I kind of had a dream about putting this whole process together, and a few things occurred sort of as synchronicity to make it happen. Number one was, going back to my friend Dr. Becker and saying, look, I'm thinking about this program. I actually had told her about it like 5 years before, and she said, good, you want to do it, I'm all with you. And she used all of her resources and her energy and her influence to help get the College of Staten Island involved. James Otto was a huge part, because when I did the proposal, sent the proposal to him, he was the first person of influence that was really saying, okay, you know what, you want to do it, I'm all with you. And then Fredo was supposed to be here. Fredo was supposed to be here. And even though we had some mutual friends, I mean, Fredo didn't really know me personally, but he saw the vision, and he lent his celebrity, his time, his energy, and he really made it happen. So it's been a beautiful thing for Staten Island, and we're going to make this one even better than the last one. It's going to be fantastic, as it continues to be.
Okay, I want to thank Andrea, that you could be reached at the ShopRite through the Slim Down.
Yes, so they can find my contact information on the Slim Down website, or just call ShopRite.
All righty. And Ralph, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, we will continue this. The time goes by fast. We'll see you next time. 10 weeks?
10 weeks, why
All
not?
right, we'll have
Let's do
another
it
show.
again.
Bye-bye.